people, she's gonna go around and you're gonna say your name to camera, just like that. Yeah. And that's it. It should take 4 minutes. Actually, that's the minimum.
Look,
So 4 minutes.
this
Good
is
luck.
gonna be motivational. And once we win, we'll show a victory thing, and then we'll be there.
Let's go. We have
All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, so yeah, you go, can you go through everybody, please?
I did. Yeah. Okay.
No, but no, but I didn't, so they're gonna tell them the name.
Okay.
Hey, I'm PSG Trusano. Wow, hi.
And that's good. Okay.
No, no.
ABH3 Ramirez.
ABH3 Broward.
ABH Enenigas.
ABHN Spence.
Wow, I'm the only PS.
Oh, you guys play right? I went to Jack.
ABH and Evans.
ABH3 Lenise.
And maybe Triola. So I'm gonna give a speech about the origin of soccer, like where they started from and how they started. I mean the historian, the people like the people that could get history together, whatever, they couldn't get who originated it, but they find where the culture started from, where people that actually the culture that actually started playing soccer. They backtrace it back to the Egyptian and China and Rome. Those are the four like people that they play like a football like. They wasn't playing soccer, but they playing like a football like. So like 2005 BC, like 2 years ago, Egyptian they used to play ball. They have this kind of ball that they made animal skin with animal intestine. They use it for the outside of it to make it bounce. So they used to kick it around, and they usually they play it during the feast of fertility. They have a belief that when they play, they're kicking around the head. You know how the head is round, whatever. Yeah. So they use it for celebration. That's how they kick the ball around. But they don't call it soccer. They don't call it football. They just call it something else. And the China, 2 years later, the China they started playing something called football like too. They call it juju. They kick the ball around. It's like soccer too, but it's not really soccer. They don't have the how do I put it? They don't have the rules. They don't have nothing. But they just kick ball around, and a lot of people play. Usually like 20 people, 16 people playing at one time. Different each team, 20 people. You can imagine that. No rules, nothing. So they just keep kicking ball wherever. And in Rome, oh sorry. Actually, in China, they used to the people that used to play that game they used to be the military. They use that for the training. So anytime they want to punish, like the leaders in the military, they want to punish like junior soldiers, wherever. They tell them to go play soccer. They have to go play football and juju. Sorry, they tell them to go play there for punishment, so that it makes them look fit and they get in shape and every time. And then later, the royals of China, because they use royals. So the royals they took it as like a personal thing that they made it entertaining. So they start having clubs and everything, and they all playing. Man, I'm nervous. Anyway, they all playing. Started playing it, and the main difference about it is back in China they don't play it to score. Like you know how we score over here and the score is win. They don't do it for that. They play about points. Like if I play good, it's gonna be plus 1 point for me. If my other team, if they play bad, it's gonna be minus 1 point. That's how they win. They don't play to score or something. They just kick ball around, and if you kick it too long, that's minus 1 point. If you kick it too short, that's minus 1 point. You gotta be accurate about it. And Rome, they used to have this game. I've seen a movie that they had a soccer game. It looked like a Rome soccer game. The way that it was described in the movie, it was like 54 people playing at one time. And the goal was to kick the ball from that place to that place. Each team. It was 54 people. I believe that I believe that the idea of that movie came from Rome, because that's how they used to play. It used to be 54 people playing it, and it was so popular back then that they made it an Olympic. They made it, football made it to Olympic back then. Then later, like in the 14th centuries, then the English people, they took it. everybody forget about it because nobody wanna. It's not like nobody wanna play, but they don't know what this is. Everybody just look at it like it's soccer. Yeah, it's football. It's football. Then in 14th century, then England people, the English people, they took it personal. Like they took it like this is our game. That's why some people say today that soccer came from England, which actually the word soccer came from England, but they were the one that really took it serious. And they don't have, they play with unlimited players too. A lot of people play at the same time, and they don't have no rules. So when they play, they kill people die. So they stop them at one point. They don't want they stop it. They stop children from playing it. They stop young people like us to play it. They stop people playing it in the school because when they fight after the game, they will usually fight because even from Africa they still fight in soccer. You go to play school and school they play, we still fight. So so then in 19th century, that was when they started getting real. When they feel like okay. Then that's when they started the they have the football association. That's when the football. I believe everybody know about FA Cup. FA, if you watch it for football, there's a cup called FA Cup. That's the football association that they started in 1863. That's where they started giving out rules. That's where clubs, 12 clubs in England came together and they want to make rules that okay, we can't keep killing people, breaking people's legs, so there should be rules. So the FA Cup started in 1863, and that was when everybody came together and they started making rules there. But the rules is only good for that cup, for that association, for that group of people. The group is only good for that. The rules is only good for this that group of people. And then later, the European countries, a lot of the European countries start playing it, and that's how they came together and build, they organize FIFA. Everybody on the FIFA, right? Yeah. So that's when FIFA came along, and we all have FIFA now, and we play football. So, but USA, some countries like USA, Philippines, Korea, Japan. Japan don't call it soccer. Some people call it. They call it football. Yeah, they call it football in Japan, but some people, the country call it soccer. The word soccer is from England actually. England started calling it soccer because they used to play. They have rugby football. So there's rugby football and there's football. So they don't want to mistake it together. So they call this association of football association, and they have association football and they have rugby football. So they call rugby, they call it Roga. And association football, they call it Asoka. So they took out the AASS and start calling it soccer. Yeah, that's how they started calling it soccer because it's fancy. And USA youth call it soccer to don't make mistake about college football and the football. And so that's why they call it. They admit to call it soccer and a lot of countries, and that's why we all have soccer today. It came way back from there, and I hope you guys learn a little bit about soccer. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Ola.
All right, thank you.